Imagine the day when the world comes to a halt. The time when our borders are threatened and our equipment cannot move. A civilization of 5,000 years. A nation of 1 billion people. We have the strength, the dedication, the resources and the brains to outperform all. Can we still afford to remain dependent? 15th August 1947, the world's largest democracy starts its journey. In the very first decade of its existence, India realized the need for self-reliance. The Industrial Policy Resolution of 1956 made it clear. Self-reliance is the keynote of India's industrial policy, declared the Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru in the Parliament. More so in the defense sector. Dependence on other nations could be the thin line between victory and defeat. Our vulnerability was revealed during the conflicts of 1962, 1965 and 1971. India was keen to ensure that history doesn't repeat itself. The target was clear. Consolidate efforts to minimize dependence on imports in strategic sectors like defense. After the Pokhran nuclear tests in 1998, the US imposed sanctions on India. Our aircraft production had a setback for their development programs due to this ban. Imports of vital engine parts and components stopped. Today, there are plans to acquire the technology rather than the spare parts. The oil sector took the same decision more than a decade back. In 1993, Avi-Oil emerged out of these efforts as the joint venture of 3 oil industry visionaries. The marketing infrastructure of Indian Oil and Indian PSU, the project engineering of Balmer Lawrie, another Indian PSU, and the technical know-how of NYCO, a global player from France. Avi-Oil was established primarily to indigenously produce vital lubricants that run in the veins of our military aircraft. An aircraft typically requires up to 30 types of lubricants specifically tailored for each application. Without these, they just can't fly. In this area, the nation can't depend on imports. In times of crisis, if the imports stop, then the entire fleet will be grounded. Since its inception, Avi-Oil is meeting the lubricant needs of the defense services. The state-of-the-art manufacturing facility at Faridabad, 45 kilometers from New Delhi, has emerged as the nation's pride. Avi-Oil provides the complete range of high-performance aero engine oils, greases, hydraulic fluids, preservatives and specialties, designed to meet the stringent requirements of hostile flying environment of combat aircraft. Today, quality assurance has become synonymous with Avi-Oil. Aircraft manufacturers, aero engine builders, and relevant military and civil authorities have approved the products due to superior technology and adherence to quality. In India, the Center for Military Airworthiness and Certification, Ministry of Defence, has approved our products. We are also registered with the Directorate General of Aeronautical Quality Assurance for manufacture of aviation lubricants. Avi-Oil is also approved by the Director General of Civil Aviation under the airworthiness requirements. Internationally, we are approved by major aircraft designers like MiG, Antonov, Ilyushin, Sukhoi and Eurocopter. Stalwarts in the engine manufacturing also approve our products like Rolls-Royce, Turbomeca, Snecma, International Aero Engines, Pratt & Whitney Canada and CFM. The sky is not the limit for us. We aim to look beyond. We supply not only in the defense sector. Our repertoire contains the complete range of lubricants for civil aircraft like Airbus and Boeing aircraft. We are serving the industrial sector by producing synthetic lubricants for aero-derivative gas turbines installed for power generation. India has learnt a lot in its 5 decades of independence. But perhaps the most important lesson is the need to continue with the spirit of self-reliance. Avi-Oil understands this need of the hour. It has already reached a level where it can indigenously produce all the lubricants needed for defense aviation. It is now geared to update its inventory to include the ever-increasing requirements of new defense purchases from around the world. Today, Avi-Oil is geared to face the challenges of the brave new world, to defend the honor of its motherland.